It's your boy Laggin 24 coming at you with some Advanced Warfare. What's up, everybody? What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Advanced Warfare review from me to you. No, that's something someone else says. I probably shouldn't say that. But this is going to be a review of the game. I kind of wanted to do this. The gameplay, by the way, is domination. I am a heavy objective player. I don't consider myself a rusher or a camper. What I consider myself is I'm the guy who's going to get the most caps, the most tags, the most whatever in the game mode that I'm playing every single time. I don't really care about my kills. I don't really care about my deaths. All I care about is the W, and I play hard when I play these games for the objective. I just really love objective-based games, and I really go for it. So that's the gameplay you're going to be watching. I don't know the name of the map. Nobody does. Okay, so I'm going to do this review in case you haven't gotten the game yet. A lot of people have been asking me to do a review on the game, and maybe Christmas is coming and you guys only can get one game and you don't know if you want this or Assassin's Creed or Far Cry or whatever the game is. So let me help you make your decision now. Just keep in mind these are all opinion based. There are some facts sprinkled in, but it's mostly opinion, and everybody plays Call of Duty different. So what's good for me might not be good for you, and what's bad for me might be good for you. So just keep that in mind as we go through some of these topics. Okay, score streaks. Oh man, I was so disappointed with Ghost score streaks that I think that Sledgehammer Games really couldn't have done a worse job, but they tried. They tried. And look, I'm okay with some of the score streaks, and it's not the score streaks. Well, they kind of suck. What am I talking about? I'll just be honest here. The score streaks in this game kind of suck. They don't get many kills, and there's too many things that you have to control manually, and I'm all about things being controlled by the AI, and in order to do that, you have to upgrade your score streaks, which is kind of a cool concept. I do like that concept, not gonna lie about that, but look, man, why are you making something like the turret, the sentry gun, manually controlled until you add an upgrade to it? That's so stupid. I'm not going to spend 100 extra points just so I can have a sentry gun that controls itself. That should just come standard. That's just dumb, and I don't like it. They're pretty standard score streaks as well. There's nothing too out of the box. The Goliath is kind of cool. Can't really get them that well either. I have a hard time getting these score streaks. I don't know why. I consider myself a pretty good multiplayer guy, and in all of the Call of Duties I can get the highest tier kill streaks, score streaks, whatever, usually with, every few games or so. This one I'm struggling, but maybe that's just because it's a new game and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. But I talked about upgrading the score streaks, and I did think that's cool, so get a point for that. And I think that the fact that it's score streaks and not kill streaks is completely awesome. I'm, like I said, an objective player, and when I'm the only one on my team some games going for these flags, it really annoys me that you got guys that are trying to spawn trap, or guys that are sitting in corners getting all these score streaks and not really helping. Well, I get extra points for doing the objective on the map, which I love, so I think that's really cool. We can talk about the weapons a little bit. It's definitely a hot button topic, so remember, this is all opinion except for this one fact. The AR category, there is one gun head and shoulders above the rest. That is the BAL, the BAL. That's the one you see in this gameplay right here. The rate of fire is really good. The ammo's good. The recoil's low. It's got a quick reload time. It's a swell gun, you guys. Swell. It's the cat's pajamas. But this gun is just, people say it's OP. I tend to think it's the only gun that works. You know what I mean? I think the rest of the guns need to be buffed up, and this one does not need to be nerfed at all. Within the assault rifle category, there is the AK-12, which is really good too, I think. And I see a lot of people using it, so you at least have two assault rifles. And I think a little less popular would be the HBR-A3. That's a gun I've been using lately. The rate of fire on it's pretty slow, but it's like heavy damage. And if you get your accuracy down pat, you can hang with the best of them with that gun. So those are the three guns in the assault rifle category that I really like. And the attachments and all that stuff, I think we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But we can move on to the SMGs, which in every single previous Call of Duty was my class. Like, that's what I rocked. You move faster with it. You hit fire with it. You play in close quarters with them. They just make the game so much more fun. And what the F, Sledgehammer Games, they are complete trash. They are all trash. You guys can argue that with me down in the comment section if you want to. Every single one of them is trash. It takes 7 to 8 bullets to kill somebody, whereas the assault rifles take 3 bullets. And don't talk to me about realistic, guys. Don't even talk to me about it. We're floating around in exosuits. So buff the goddamn SMGs before I lose my mind with you people at Sledgehammer Games. Okay, that being said, there is one that I really like because it kind of reminds me of the Tommy gun, and it's the ASM-1. I think that's kind of a cool SMG, and on maps where there's a lot of indoor sections and corners, you can beat your opponent with an SMG, but it is rare, and you still have to put in a lot more bullets than them. You have to be very map savvy and catch the players off guard to use SMGs well in this game. And I guess that's really all I can say about the SMGs. I hope they get a patch where they buff these things because I am depressed. I don't want to use ARs. I like using submachine guns. Come on. So we can move on to the sniper rifles. I don't really snipe that much, so I'm not going to speak on this a lot, but I have played with the MORS, the MORS, and I was surprised. I really was surprised that I was able to get a few kills. You know, when I say I play with sniper rifles and get a few kills, I'm talking like 9 and 18 while still playing objectives and stuff. So definitely like double negative kind of numbers for me. So I can't really give you guys my opinion on the sniper rifles, but I was able to hit people and get some one-shot kills in spite them, you know, jumping and flying all over the place. I thought it'd be a lot harder than it was. Shotguns, I've only used 2 so far. The Bulldog, which is just a copy and paste from Ghost. So, yeah. And then the TAC-19 Pulse Wave. Again, close quarters, catching your opponents off guard. I mean, that's pretty standard for shotguns. They're both fun to use. I didn't use the third one. I think there's only 3 in the shotgun class. And then there's, like, heavy weapons and stuff like that, and I haven't used any of those, so we won't talk about those. The perks are all pretty standard stuff. There's nothing really too out of the box there. It'd be nice if there was some way to boost, like a perk that allows you to boost the audio of the enemy team. You cannot hear footsteps in this game. It's very rare, and that is night and day from Ghost. Like Ghost, you can sound whore. You can hear guys coming from a mile away unless they were wearing a perk to prevent that. And in this game, there's just nothing, man. It's just like, okay, so you've really got to have map awareness. You got to know where the team's spawning in at, and you've got to check your corners because you don't hear anything, really. Maybe that's different for you guys, but I mean, I've got a headset on. I got my audio all adjusted. I can't hear anything, so that's that. And I suppose the rest of the perks, you know, Scavenger is always good. You know, just the standard stuff. The perks are fine. Nothing to say bad about that. The EXO abilities, I played with them all. I tried them all out. By the way, in case you're wondering, I am Prestige 1 and about to be Prestige 2 at the time of me doing this recording. This video footage, I'm not quite sure where I was at. I was definitely over Prestige 1 in this video footage, though. So just to kind of give you guys a perspective of game time played. Okay, so quickly, I played with all of the EXO abilities. I don't really see a point in them. They don't really give you a huge advantage, so I saved that point system slot for something else. The gameplay, the maps are perfect. They're like a perfect size considering our player's movement, you know, the EXO ability movement. It's, you get right back into the action. You're zipping all over the place. It is so fast-paced. That is a plus in my book. I think they scored high on that. There are connectivity issues. That's going to vary, but they seem to kind of go up and down. Just no matter what your internet is. I hear it across the board on Twitter. So people with 100 up and 100 down are having connectivity issues. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Lag compensation is back and worse than ever. You can be, you know, way around the corner and still get shot from a guy. You know what I'm talking about when you go around the corner and you're clearly behind an object and you die. That's lag compensation. Watch the replay. It'll definitely look different on his screen than it looked on yours. And I don't like that at all. Time to kill is very similar to Ghost, like I said. The spawns probably could use some tweaking. The game modes, there's a lot of game modes to choose from. So I think there's something basically for everybody, except I'm really upset there's no party games. There's no sticks and stones. There's no gun game. There's none of that. And I thought there would be those things, plus maybe a couple of new ones, but there's not. Infected kind of sucks now because the damn Infected are jumping all over the place. And the Bulldog's the only class, and they kind of nerfed the Bulldog, it seems, for Infected, so it's just horrible. So I don't like Infected as much as I used to. Character customization, though, is absolutely epic. I love the fact that we can just add all these gear and equipment to our players, and it's something to do in between games, and it's actually really fun and addictive. So, big plus for the character customization. Exo Survival, MW3 Survival. There's no difference. There really isn't. You can jump in this one, and the other one you can't. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I grinded through it to get my zombie skins and play the zombie bonus round. So I'm not a huge fan of it. That's after like 225 waves, so maybe I just hate it now because I was forced to play it. And the campaign's pretty cool, but I won't give any spoilers about that. If I were to grade Advanced Warfare, I give it a B-. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Advanced Warfare, and as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.